Well, I don't really know where this is all gonna go. I'm kind of frustrated. I found out today. Today's the 14th of October. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but Ka died. Underground rapper. Honor Killed the Samurai. I've heard that album. I haven't heard his other stuff. And it's trending on Twitter. Nothing new there. Twitter does that. Like it's a trend, right? Hop on to the hottest, latest buzz thing and get your clicks and get your engagement and all that kind of shit. And, relevancy, hot topic, whatever you want to call it. And it upsets me that he died at 52, because that's way too young. But it also upsets me because all of this praise and love and buzz about his incredible work. And yes, I'm aware this is the video for cheat codes. I'm aware. But all this attention that he's getting, the first thing that goes through my mind is, where was this 2 weeks ago? 2 months ago? Why is it when I look up his newest album, I think there's only 2 songs on there, I just glanced real quick, that have more than 50,000 streams? And it brings me back to Cheat Codes, which I think is a fucking phenomenal album. I think Cheat Codes is hip-hop excellent. I think Cheat Codes belongs in the tier of 36 Chambers and To Pimp a Butterfly and Illmatic and what was the other one? Ready to Die. The greats. I believe this album exists in that realm. But it makes me a little cranky because actually I meant to look up, there's a couple websites like Rate Your Music or the top hip hop rated albums or whatever. There's different websites. I've seen this one up there. But it's weird, man. Part of this is Kendrick's thing and Watch the Party Die, and there's just some of this going around in my head lately. This stewing, my being frustrated with the lyrics on Long Live ASAP, and just this divide that seems to exist between cats. What's popular versus what's incredible. Not that those two things are exclusive to each other, because they're not. I'm also watching the kitty on my screen behind me. You can have popular and excellent at the same time. You can have popular and garbage at the same time. And you can have excellent and not popular at the same time. You gotta stop. It's so distracting to me. Yeah, I know. Well, the people probably would love to watch the kitties in the background. So go ahead, keep going. It's okay. Okay. I'll just work harder at focusing. Keep being serious. Right, and that's another thing. Keep being serious. I should preface this with everything I'm going to say is going to sound so dramatic, but at the same time, it's not a big deal, right? But I find myself kind of intrigued and honestly happy that here I am 3.5 years into this journey through hip-hop. And I would have figured, I actually even thought, a little bit ago, I thought maybe I'm kind of plateaued in terms of the feelings I'm going to feel. You get to a point where you're just doing an album every week and you go, yeah, this one's good, this one's okay, really like this one not so much. And you almost start going through the motions type of a thing, almost to a point where it's yeah, I've kind of heard it all, and now I'm just hearing variations of everything and what have you. I mean, that's kind of music in general. But then every now and then something comes through that blows me away, or something comes through that pisses me off, and it's oh, okay, I'm not kind of numb to this whole thing, right? Which is good. It's good, and it's impressive. This much music, and it's still interesting, and it's still shaping how I feel and the opinions I have about it. I look at something like Cheat Codes, I listen to something like Cheat Codes, and I just think, God fucking damn. This is it. This is what I think of when I think of top tier hip hop. Incredible lyrics, great flow, great verses, great features, great samples, great chops, great beats, just top to bottom, 12 tracks, 38 minutes. Fucking excellent album. So why isn't it popular, you know? And I know this really doesn't have much to do with the album itself, but I mention this and I'm focusing on this because this is what's been rolling around in my brain the last couple weeks. And while it's true these videos are essentially reviews for the albums, it's also kind of still part of the whole journey. You know, that's why I make these videos, to update how I feel about an album after I listen to it. And sometimes what I feel about an album isn't necessarily specific to the album. It's more the music or the genre or what's happening at the time. So this whole Ka dying fucking sucks, man. 52. I just saw a thing, like, you know, I saw it on Twitter, of course, and so I clicked on it, and there's a couple. I mean, on his Twitter account, like fucking 10 days ago, he was up. I forget what it was, but like he was out meeting people, and I mean, just looked perfectly fine. They didn't say his cause of death, like why he passed, but it just other than very unexpected. You know, of course, I think about MF Doom. God damn it. This rare allergic reaction to blood pressure medication, and it's like, fuck, man. And I just think about the things that I love about hip hop and where they've landed in the broader social momentum area. Because there's stuff out there I feel like, and this isn't specific to music. This is just kind of everything. It seems like, and this isn't even specific to online, you know, fucking social media. I feel like this has always been a thing. There's just stuff that's cool and popular. And when you ask why it's cool and popular, people go, oh, because it's so cool, it's so popular. It's the thing. It's just the hot thing at the time. And so it doesn't even really necessarily come down to how good it is. Not all the time. I mean, sometimes I'm like, holy shit, did you see the, oh yeah. Like everyone's talking about it and it feels like it's more deserved. But I went back, I'm not going to name any albums. I'm not going to name any albums, any artists, anybody. But I went and looked at some stuff that's come out this year. And the least listened to song has like 3 times the streams as the most popular song off of Cheat Codes. And this album's only 2 years old. It's just strange to me. It's upsetting to me. And so then I ask, well, why? Right? Why is it upsetting? And I don't know. You know, I think part of it comes down to me enjoying this music so much. I want other people to hear it and go, oh, wow. Yeah, this is great. And it's not like it has to be their favorite. It's not like they have to go, you know, parade around town with banners in the back screaming at everybody that drive by, listen to this album, it's the best thing. Like, that's ridiculous, right? But I think part of it, especially as someone who's a little bit older, you grow up, and it seems like we all go through these phases where we listen to music and we're into music, and as you get older and life starts to just take up your time and you get a little more disconnected from things around you, and it just gets a little bit harder to find newer stuff, and you're really kind of happy to listen to what you've heard along this whole time anyway, and you just kind of get, not necessarily stuck in a rut, but you end up in your circle of music. This is what I listen to. And for 3.5 years, I've pushed so far outside of that circle of music, and it's brought so much amazing experiences, both in just listening to music, but also life in a way. It kind of makes me sad to think that no one had ever put this on just because they didn't even know it existed, or it's not really talked about that much, and it just doesn't seem that cool, and I'm kind of more into this thing. And look, you could be a hip-hop fan and listen to Cheat Codes and go, I'm not really into it. I don't know how you would do that. I don't know how you would do that. But it's, you know, everyone's got their preferences, right? There's certain things I'm not into. You guys are aware of that. And we all have our different tastes and our different things that capture us and hold our interests. But to think that there's so much music out there that's just getting hundreds of millions of streams and not this. Oh, God, it just kills me. Because this album is, to me, it really is that good. It should be in the discussion for all-time great albums. And I don't know if an album has to be around for a certain period of time to kind of exist in that kind of conversation. I don't know what kind of requirements people put, you know, when they have that debate with others. But just in my mind, in my listening experience, Cheat Codes is fucking phenomenal. And I swear to God, Belize, man, it's crazy. It's not even my favorite Doom song, yet it's my favorite Doom song. I think it being, I can never say this word, posthumous. I suppose that's how you're supposed to say it, posthumous. Huh?
Posthumous?
Don't make me say it that way because I say it wrong that way. Posthumous. It just makes me think of hummus. This song came out after he had hummus. Post-hummus. I suppose it is true that he did come out after that. Like, I think my favorite Doom song is Vomit Spit. I fucking love Vomit Spit. Great Day is amazing. One Beer. I mean, he's got so many great songs. That question mark song off of Operation Doomsday. But I think really for Belize too, it's just that video. The video is so perfect. Black and white. There's Black Thought rapping his verse effortlessly, just beautifully. Looks so good. Just rolling right through the words. And then the camera slowly pans out. And Danger Mouse comes around. And Doom comes on. And he's not there. And I think the Ka thing kind of brings that back around a little bit. It's just like, God damn it, man. Some of these guys that I feel like they're harder to come across, with their lyricism and the way that they write and what they focus on and the effort that they put into it. When they go away, it makes it that much harder. You lose, I'm not going to say any names. You lose some of these other people and it's like, oh, that sucks. But there's like a dozen more where that came from. I know. It is horrible. It is horrible. It is horrible. But, I mean, I'm going to lean on the Kendrick thing a little bit. Watch the party die, and it's just, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm too much in my head. Maybe it's just the anecdotal things I see online, what people are chatting about here and there. I feel like there's like a slight split that seems to be happening between entertainment and art. But then I say it out loud and I go, no, I don't think so, actually. I think this is it's always been this way. There are people that want to be entertained and there are people that are interested in art. And again, they're not exclusive to each other. You can be entertained and go, wow, this is incredible art. And sometimes you can be entertained by the cheesiest, most ridiculous thing out there. And sometimes you come across an incredible piece of art and go, yeah, this is extremely powerful. I'm fucking depressed now and I never want to hear this again. Right? I don't know. This, again, not really specific to this album. It's just more of a culmination of things that are floating around in the bald brain these days. And it's been fun. Honestly, it has been fun. I don't torture myself too much over it, so don't feel like I'm getting all caught up in something and losing sleep or whatever. I lose sleep in my own terms, and I lose sleep all the time. I don't need an excuse for that, a reason for that. Okay, well, there's 13 minutes of blabbling. Take care, y'all. We'll see you soon. Rest in peace, Ka. Rest in peace.